Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports predictions channel, and I'm back with another live stream. Two big game fours in the playoffs today, and we have the draft lottery about to start right now, guys. Where suspicious lives, NBA draft lottery right now, rigged ping pong balls in the chat. Shout out to the sharpest chat on earth. Let me know if you guys are here. Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me clearly as well. Hit the like button for me as well, everyone. I do have a bet that I shared in my video last night. I don't care if anyone doesn't like it. I'm here to share my bets so I don't get fined. Drop your bets in the chat. Philadelphia 76ers money line for me in game 4. Wouldn't be surprised if they win in a blowout today. The game where they arrive. Let's see who's here in the chat. I do wish you guys the best of luck. I'll be here for the entire Knicks-Sixers game, everyone. Yes, I was on the wrong side on Friday with the Sixers. The entire world was on the Sixers on Friday. I made my decision the night before. That's just how it goes. Today, I truly believe we're on the right side. So, yeah, the series is not going to end today. The Knicks will win the series, but it's not going to end today. That's my opinion. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Such a special day, but also always remember that every day is Mother's Day, guys. Hit the like button for me and subscribe. Let's get to the draft lottery that so many people are losing their minds about already. Who do you think's about to win the draft lottery? Let's see who's here in the chat. And I have to refresh the chat, so just give me a moment. Yeah, if anything happens with the image, just let me know, guys. For now, everything appears to be clear, so. Drop your bets in the chat as well. Let's see who's here. Absolute real ones with notifications on. Thank you for watching my video last night as well, everyone. Ace of Spade, how's it going? Welcome back, fam. I need money as well. Under Pressure. How's it going? He said, how's it going? Everyone hit the like button. Hope you're doing well today. Sick from the Vol. Welcome back, brother. Tim McDonald. Jace Gaming. P Patrol. Javi Ramirez. My bro, Bank of Dennis. Jamrock Kicks. P Patrol. Who else is here? J Wall. How's it going, everyone? Paul Pats. Mitchell Brothers. Sick from the Vol. Yeah, hey, sometimes we'll disagree, Mitchell Brothers. Thank you for locking in with me during the stream, though. The Mars Perspect as well. In the chat, Paul Pats. Drop your bets, everyone. I'll get to that in a second. Let me just see if I can get the Benedicts as well. And it would really help if you guys can hit the like button. I've been out of the algorithm in terms of the live streams. And if you guys hit the like button, more people will see the stream. So yeah, smash the like button for me. Let's run that up and subscribe. I have my opening night Toronto Tempo jersey t-shirt on that they gave everyone for attending that game, the WNBA game the other day. It was really fun. But hey, I'm back for the long haul, guys. I'm going to try to stream every day going forward. Might even do some WNBA live streams, betting streams, and MLB streams this week as well. Might mix it up during the day. But I want to say thanks to all of the real ones out there who understand that, that just understand, man. You guys are very understanding. Also, let me just see if I can get a feed on quickly for the draft lottery. Hold on. Can I get a feed on for the draft lottery? Hold on. On my laptop. Okay, so I've got it. So yeah, drop your bets in the chat, everyone. And I have the draft lottery on now, so I'll give you guys my reactions there. Also, I'll give you guys some player prop predictions, or at least some projections. I'm going to go light on player props here. Pre-game, might bet live on the spread on the on props as well. But I do have some projections for you. Let's just see what happens with the draft lottery quickly. We all know it's not real. We all know it's not real, but let's pretend it's real for the next few minutes. And I want to say best of luck to you guys with all of your bets as well. Should be a fun game. Should be a fun day as well. How's it going, Rabbit? Adam Fears, salute to you as well, brother. And it's on a commercial break right now. So who do you guys think deserves the top pick? Who do you think deserves it in the NBA draft? Did you guys bet on the draft lottery? I know a lot of us do. Degen with these markets. Did any of you guys bet on the draft lottery today? That would be funny to see. I did want to take a shot at the Miami Heat plus 7,000, but we are about to find out now. And I'll tell you, if you guys are not watching it, I'm watching it live. I'll tell you exactly what happens. Yeah, Rabbit. I have it on now. Sick from the Vol said he likes Mikal Bridges to go over his points total tonight. Mikal Bridges has definitely been ascending over the last week and a half. He's starting to look like the Mikal Bridges of old, with his shot mechanics, his confidence as well. Sometimes it's confidence. Sometimes it's all in the mind as well. We've seen Mikal Bridges play at a high level in prior years, and it seems like he's getting back to that form after being in a sort of prolonged shooting slump. He's definitely been, so impressive in this series against the Sixers as well, because he's essentially been asked to guard Tyrese Maxey for large stretches. So, gotta tip my cap to what Mikal Bridges has done to turn around, to flip the narrative. People wanted to run him out of town in New York. So, yeah. Adam Fears says the Wizards are going to win the lottery. This is a big moment. The AJ DeBonsa sweepstakes, according to some. Rabbit says he has Edgecombe over 12.5 points today. Sick from best of luck. Best of luck to you and Sick from the Vol. Sick from the Vol said Edgecombe messed him up in the last game. Adam Fears likes welcome back emotionless artist. Adam said he likes Kelly Oubre over his points total and Karl Anthony Towns over his assists as well, and Paul George over his points total as well. Karl Anthony Towns assists is the gift that keeps on giving. You guys see sort of a fundamental change in his approach to the game, and a lot of it has to be accredited to Mike Brown as well, using Karl Anthony Towns as an initiator of the offense a lot of the times, and as a decoy. I mean, it's been really impressive to see him make this adjustment this far in his career. Paul Pats, welcome back. Mars Perspect said, yeah, happy Mother's Day to everyone, Mars Perspect. Bank of Dennis as well in the chat. He likes Embiid, Joel Embiid, to go for 25 plus today. Best of luck, Dennis. And he thinks that the Timberwolves win tonight. Yeah, I have a poll in the chat. Who covers Spurs or Timberwolves, guys? Spurs or Timberwolves tonight? That 4.5 point spread. My bro Jamrock in the chat. Under Pressure is asking, did anyone bet on Sean Strickland last night in the UFC? The new middleweight champion. I did watch that. Adam Fears also likes Mitchell Robinson to go over his points total in this game. So AJ DeBonsa is live at the draft lottery with his mom. Do you guys think it's an absolute lock that AJ DeBonsa will be the number one pick in the draft? How do you feel about Cam Boozer? Go Toronto Tempo. Go Toronto Tempo. Jamrock Kick says the Grizzlies need that number one pick. I'd like to see the Grizzlies win it. The Professional said salute to the sharpest chat. Sharpest chat on earth, and it's not even close. The professional said, I think this will be one of the most overrated drafts we have ever seen. People love this draft. The analysts, the scouts, they're drooling over this draft. Best of luck, emotionless artist, with Karl Anthony Towns assists as well. Also, if you guys didn't know, I posted MLB picks, baseball picks yesterday on Twitter and Instagram. It was a quick video with 3 picks. It was a winning day. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and Instagram, Myguyknowsaguy, for more baseball picks going forward. Turn notifications on so you don't miss out. And we have the draft lottery about to begin here. Should be pretty quick. You guys know they turn it into a televised event, so. Well, it's always been a televised event, actually. So yeah, I'm aligned with Bank of Dennis in the chat. I think Joel Embiid's going to have a big game today. I mean, he is available to play. They ruled him in, so at least that's good news after playing with people and the injury report. The master injury report manipulators once again. Gold, my bro Gold, welcome back, man. He said, happy Sunday, my guy. I'm on Timberwolves plus 4.5. What do you think, bro? Well, actually, with that one, I'm actually a bit undecided with that one. I lean towards the Timberwolves in that one. The margins were pretty slim. They had a chance to even possibly win Game 3 outright, but the defensive intensity from the Spurs in clutch time was a bit too much for Minnesota. Obviously, I do lean towards Minnesota, but I'm more confident in the Sixers today than the Timberwolves. I do think that Spurs Timberwolves game might present some live betting opportunities. Won't be surprised if the Timberwolves win though and tie the series 2-2, but the Spurs, with the way they're playing, the way that they've minimized their turnovers, and the way Wemby is playing as well, controlling the game on both sides of the court, makes it a bit difficult for me. But I do lean towards the Timberwolves. There's a chance, maybe I'll bet it. I don't know, but right now I haven't. Best of luck though, Gold. The professional said, I only see role players in this draft. There's not even a Cooper Flag out there. Okay. So the draft lottery is about to start, chat. And then we will watch and possibly add live bets for the Sixers Knicks Game 4. NBA picks, player props, and predictions here. Slick from the Vol said, I just hope Towns stays out of foul trouble, man. If he stays out of foul trouble, that can be the trajectory of the game. Yeah, that's been a strange trend for him. Really, since the All-Star break has been Towns and getting into foul trouble. He's looking like Brandon Miller out here in terms of foul trouble. You said, although I do have a funny feeling the Sixers show up tonight. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen too. I think the Sixers are about to win by margin, but hey, if they get swept, they get swept. They get swept, they get swept. I don't think that's going to happen though. And here comes the draft lottery. Here it comes. I'll tell you guys what happens. You might see the news on the screen, but I'll tell you what happens as it happens. Hey, King27, welcome back, brother. Thanks a lot, man. Go Toronto Tempo. WNBA picks launching on Tuesday here on the channel. So the 14th pick is going to the Charlotte Hornets. The 14th pick in the draft is going to the Charlotte Hornets. The 13th pick is going to the Miami Heat. Okay, the 12th pick went to OKC. OKC got the 12th pick. So the top pick's going to a tanking team. The Golden State Warriors got the 11th pick. So the tanking teams are loving life right now. The 10th pick is going to the Milwaukee Bucks, chat. The 10th overall pick is going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Wow, the 9th pick went to Dallas, the Mavericks. So the Bulls are going to get a top 4 pick no matter what. The Bulls will have a top 4 pick. The 8th overall pick is going to the Atlanta Hawks because of that trade with the New Orleans Pelicans last year. Wow, the Sacramento Kings are picking 7th. The Brooklyn Nets got the 6th pick. All that tanking for the 6th pick, Brooklyn. Vince Carter's looking sick. The Clippers got the 5th pick. The Clippers got that pick from the Zubac trade from the Pacers. The Clippers are going to pick 5th. They came up, actually. The Clippers came up. So either the Memphis Grizzlies, the Chicago Bulls, the Utah Jazz, or the Memphis Grizzlies will pick first. But of course, Hollywood has decided. We will find out after a quick commercial break. Hit the like button for me as well, everyone. Thanks a lot for being here. LJ Recevedo, he said, just got here. Good luck on the bets today, chat. Best of luck to you as well, LJ. And everyone here, Javier Ramirez. Louisville Gambler, welcome back too, man. King27. Mars Perspex says the Pelicans are going to get it. Louisville said Bulls, Grizzlies, Jazz. Jamrock, that's my friend in the chat. He's a big Grizzlies fan. He said, okay, Grizz, let's get it. Sick from the Vault says, of course they need to have a commercial. For sure. For sure. The TV operators control the game. Jamrock kicks. The four teams remaining are the Wizards, the Jazz, the Bulls, and the Grizzlies. Those are the 4 teams remaining. So 4 teams that were tanking in despicable fashion are remaining. Javier Ramirez says Sixers blowout today. I think that's what's going to happen, but let's see. I think the Sixers are going to win by margin and take everyone's money that even bet the alt lines with the Knicks. Maybe things will change in game 5, but today it's Sixers for me. I could be wrong. Alex King, welcome back, P Patrol. Alex King said, my guy, who would you draft first overall? And would that player change depending on the team drafting? It would change depending on the team that's drafting, in my opinion. You know, if I'm the Grizzlies, I'm taking AJ. I'm taking AJ DeBonsa. It's a tricky draft, man. It's a tricky draft. It's a tricky draft. If I'm the Jazz, maybe I take DeBonsa as well, but then things get tricky because you already have Lauri Markkanen, right? Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler. If the Jazz win, I don't think they're going to pick AJ. I think that they might go off the wall and pick like a Darius Acuff or something. If the Jazz win the first pick here in the lottery, something shocking is going to happen with the top pick. Something very unpredictable. The Bulls, they're going to pick AJ. I believe there's an outside chance that the Bulls will pick Cam Boozer. if they get this pick. The Bulls will pick AJ. With a slight chance that they'll pick Cam Boozer just to shock the world. There's a chance. Also, how's it going, Kristen Davis? And the Wizards, they traded, they acquired Trae Young. Trae Young is seeking a big extension, a new deal. I can see them going for AJ as well. Going for AJ as well. Maybe an outside chance Cam Boozer as well with the Wizards. That's my opinion. But if the Jazz win the first pick, we're going to see something that no one can predict. I'm telling you guys that right now. Everyone's going to assume they'll pick AJ because he went to BYU. I do understand that from a marketing perspective. AJ is an outstanding talent as well. But there's something unpredictable about the Utah Jazz and drafts, in my opinion. I think we'll see something shocking. If they pick, P Patrol says the Jazz are going to win, then the Bulls, Wizards, and then Grizzlies fourth. Because Isaiah Collier, he showed a bit, in my opinion, that he can be the everyday point guard for the Jazz. But I do think that they'll try to solidify their backcourt, but maybe with a Darius Acuff and shock the world. And so the Chicago Bulls got the fourth pick. I will be watching and betting the entire Sixers-Knicks game 4 as soon as the draft lottery is done, everyone. So the Chicago Bulls got the fourth pick in the draft. Wow, the Wizards won. The Wizards won. The Utah Jazz will pick second. The Washington Wizards will pick first. The Memphis Grizzlies will pick third. Chat. Alex King said, Mama, we did it. Wow, the Wizards fans have to be really happy right now. Everyone really who is in the top 5. I mean, there's some great players in this draft, but the Wizards might be cooking soon, man. How do you feel, chat? How do you feel? Javier Ramirez says the Grizzlies are getting the Jaw stimulus package. Yeah. So it was all worth it. Disgracing the NBA product was worth it. Having Angel Reese's brother, Julian Reese, start as their center was worth it. Adam, you did say it. You did say the Wizards would win. So here's the draft order. The Pacers didn't get a pick, Jamrock. The Pacers lost their pick because it wasn't protected. The Clippers get the Pacers pick because of the Ivica Zubac trade. So the Pacers did not get a pick. I truly believe the NBA punished the Pacers. Remember, they fined the Pacers for tanking earlier in the season for manipulating injury reports? I think that the NBA punished the Pacers. All that tanking for nothing. All that tanking for nothing. Is that not crazy? Adam Silver punished the Indiana Pacers, chat. Yeah, we're going to turn our attention to the Knicks-Sixers game here in a second. Hit the like button for me as well, everyone. I see some more people joining the stream. Hit the like button for me. Crazy, man. The Pacers fans are so mad. Pacers fans are so mad, chat. Let's turn our attention to the game, though. Bank of Dennis says he placed a bet on AJ. I think you're saying AJ. You mean AJ, right? Alex Escobar, welcome back. Jay Kroggs, welcome back. He said the Clippers are an embarrassing poverty franchise anyways. They'll just waste it. Well, the Clippers haven't picked this high in the draft for quite some time. For quite some time. Let me just charge my phone. We're going to turn our attention to this Knicks game now. Thanks for being here, chat. Also, I wanted to get some feedback from you guys. You guys saw the new thumbnail I had in my video last night for the video I put out last night with the pick for today's game. Did you guys like the thumbnail or not? Should I go back to the old thumbnail or do you like the new thumbnail? Not for the stream, but the video last night. If you haven't seen it, click my channel and look at the video upload from last night. If you guys can give me some feedback there. Well, who's betting on the draft? Bank of Dennis bet on AJ to go number 1 3 months ago. You say you like the new thumbnail? Okay, thanks. Thanks. P Patrol said Anthony Davis team gets the number 1 pick again. Yeah, that's a weird trend too. That's a weird trend too. Alex Escobar said Karl Anthony Towns triple-double, lock it in, best of luck. Drop your bets. Yeah, sick from the vault. They did the Pacers dirty. The Pacers could have competed this season, even without Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe made the play-in tournament. They had a bunch of players that got healthy after the first month and a half of the season. So the Pacers, I mean, they have to be a bit sad right now. Jay Krog said the Clippers are the biggest joke in the league. Enjoy your bust. Hey, I'm not a Clippers fan. Jay Crocs. But they are a sad organization. The professional said both backgrounds are cool. Maybe add some brightness to your background, but the thumbnails are dope. Okay. Yeah, I'll remember that. Rabbit said the Mavs are going to get a cuff. I know Jamrock is shocked about the Pacers news. Benedict's, how do you feel about the Grizzlies at third, Jamrock? That's a good outcome. Alex King said, my disgraceful Wizards first. Congrats, Alex King. Benedict said in the chat as well. So it's time for the game, guys. So, it's time for the game. Game 4. Knicks, Sixers. Who do you think wins? It's all right if we disagree. I'm going to get the scoreboard on the screen here in a second. So players that I think could have decent performances offensively in this game on the Knicks side of things. Maybe you would like to target Miles McBride in this game. I do have him projected for a decent, offensive performance. Maybe over 7.5 points might be worth a look here. On the Sixers side of things, Joel Embiid and Maxey, I think they're going to do the heavy lifting here today. Won't be surprised if you see a bit of a better performance from Quentin Grimes as well, and VJ Edgecombe. But Maxey and Embiid are the ones I would target. In the potential Cancun salute game. Let's go. We're locked in. We're locked in, chat. Hey, JE46. He said, hey, my guy, I missed your fro, bro. 76ers and Timberwolves money line parlay today. I think you're cashing. Let's go. I'm rooting for you. My bro Gold as well. Guru as well. Welcome back, Guru. He said the Clippers have come a long way. They have compared to the dark days. I would definitely agree that relative to what things were, 20 years ago or so, the Clippers are definitely, they're at least relevant, right? Thanks for the feedback on the thumbnail. Jamrock said we're going to get Cam Boozer. I think Cam Boozer would be great in a Grizzlies jersey. Also, everyone that is not subscribe to my channel in the background. Trying to get to 10,000 subs. Thanks a lot. And I will watch this game live with you. I'll give you my in-game reactions, all of that. Best of luck to all. The game's tipping off. Let me get the scoreboard up. Put my phone on silent now. This is the NBA Where Suspicious Lives. If you're just joining, I dropped a video last night. Check to see if you have notifications on. Everyone that's watching, turn notifications on because I'm going to start putting out videos for MLB and WNBA on Tuesday. You guys are probably going to want to have notifications on so you get the early lines with my free bets. So for today, most of you know that I did bet on the Philadelphia 76ers money line. The entire world is on the Knicks today. Let's see if we cash or we don't. As I said, the entire world bet the Sixers on Friday. I think things are going to be a bit different today. I think that we're going to see a more physical Sixers team. It's very rare to see them shoot such a... they didn't get to the free throw line. Joel Embiid attempted 6 free throws. I think that, we're going to see some positive regression on that front. The Knicks, in all likelihood, they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. They did the dirty work, the heavy lifting to get the 3-0 lead in the series. The Knicks are the better team in aggregate. But for today, I don't think this game is going to be over. I mean, this series is going to end. I think Nick Nurse is going to help come up with different ways to free Tyrese Maxey and put him in a position to succeed against this suffocating perimeter defense of the New York Knicks. And this is the one game where we're going to see the Sixers offense shine. I think the offense is what's going to shine today. They're going to arrive offensively. So let's see if I'm right. I think that they're going to get the whistle. I think they're going to live at the free throw line today. And I think that the Knicks people that bet on the Knicks are going to be very frustrated with this basketball game. That's my prediction. Drop yours in the chat. And if you like anything, if you disagree, we all respect each other here. If we disagree, we don't tear each other down. We just, try to observe, try to learn all we can. If you're on the Knicks, I do hope you enjoy the game, and it should be an interesting game. So, welcome EWM community. And I'm just getting this ready for you. Yeah. The game hasn't tipped off yet. I'm watching it live, but I'll let you know. I was shocked to see the Pacers come up empty-handed. They're doing the starting lineups. I might add some live bets here. We'll do some player props, maybe something at the end of the first quarter, halftime. Dale M. Alexander in the chat said, hammer the Knicks -10, free money. I hope you enjoy the game. Guru said Paul George relaxes after the first quarter, don't bet on him. Alex Escobar said Mikal Bridges 3+ threes. Guru said Wemby put any team on top, and OKC's been building for years. Alex Escobar likes VJ Edgecombe, 15+ points, best of luck. Earth to Air says Bridges buzzer beater. EWM community, welcome back. Big Facts News says first three I was on the Sixers. Well, I didn't bet the Sixers in game one against the spread. Actually, I did. Yeah, actually, I did. Apologies there. Can't rewrite history. Tim McDonald said, I like Paul George over 2.5 threes, Kelly Oubre over 12.5 points, and VJ Edgecombe over 20.5 PRA. And Sixers money line. Best of luck, Tim. Let's cash, bro. Let's cash. So Joel Embiid is in after being questionable yesterday. Or I think he was questionable, and then he was upgraded to probable. OG Anunoby is out, as we all know. The Knicks have the luxury of resting him for a bit longer with that hamstring strain. You know, make sure he's healthy and ready to roll for the Eastern Conference Finals. And the game is about to tip off now, so I'll give you guys some play-by-play. If I add any more bets, I will add that below. So 173 Sender, welcome back. Best of luck to you as well. Enjoy the game and best of luck. Let's cash. EWM said Knicks team total over 107 seems free. What do you think of Knicks team total? Well, I do think we're going to get a higher scoring game, even if the Sixers cover. I mean, win the game. I do think that we could see a high scoring game from both teams in this one. And the game's tipping off now, so best of luck to all. Knicks, Sixers, Game 4, NBA playoffs. Let's roll, chat. Let's roll. First basket, Tyrese Maxey with the layup, assisted by VJ Edgecombe. And we're off to the races in Philly. Mikal Bridges ties the game instantly. It's 2-2. Both teams score on their first shot attempt of the game. I won't be, even though I bet the Sixers, I won't be surprised if the Knicks try to get off to a better start in this game. I still think the Sixers will win over the course of 4 quarters, but the only good thing you can say about the Sixers in this series is that they have played well early in these games. And Mike Brown, head coach of the Knicks, did make note of the fact that, you know, the Knicks need to be a bit better at the beginning of these games, even though they're up 3-0 in the series, because nothing is guaranteed. So wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks do win the first quarter, but the Sixers win the full game. That's just my opinion. And right on cue, almost, Jalen Brunson with the 3, assisted by Towns. I know the Towns assist bettors are very happy to see that. Jalen Brunson with the 3. 5-2 lead for the Knicks. Now we have another foul on the floor. This time it's on Embiid. So a couple of fouls here from the Sixers. Paul George just missed his first shot attempt. It was a three. Still a 3-point lead for the Knicks. So off the inbound, okay, Mikal Bridges misses a mid-range jumper. Sixers go the other way. Tyrese Maxey, he scores with the floater right at the rim. Maxey has 4 points early in this one. It's a 1-point lead for the Knicks. Another three for the Knicks. It's Josh Hart, assisted by, you guessed it, Karl Anthony Towns. 4-point lead for New York. Josh Hart's actually, sort of been struggling from three in the playoffs, but we all know that he delivers a lot elsewhere, but he knocks down the shot there. Brunson missed a fast break three, and then Maxey misses a transition three as well on the other end immediately. Couple of missed buckets, still a 4-point lead for New York. Pretty quick pace here, even though the Sixers only have 4 points. Pretty quick pace to this one early. And then Maxey missed another three, but this time it was wide open. That was a makeable shot there. A couple of missed shots for Maxey, and then he commits the foul on the other end. They dump it off to Mikal Bridges right in front of the rim, and Maxey commits the foul. He almost can't believe it. 4-point lead for the Knicks. Physical game to start. Physical game. And Brunson missed a heavily contested shot at the rim, but we all know he's capable of making those. VJ misses a three on the other end. VJ's cold to start. The Knicks go the other way. Miles McBride with the transition three. 7-point lead for New York. Miles McBride with the three. And there are tons of Knicks fans in the building once again. The Sixers walking up the court, and Joel Embiid in that two-man game hits a mid-range jumper, first bucket from Embiid. Sixers down by 5. Knicks go the other way. Another three for the Knicks. The three ball is flowing for New York. Miles McBride with his second three of the quarter, and he has 6 points. The Sixers are, this is not a good start. 17-4 run. After Brunson steals the ball and McBride hits another three, I did say that, he was the player that I would target for points. Miles McBride, I just talked about that about 10 minutes ago. But nonetheless, 9 points already from Miles McBride. He went over his points prop line in the first 4.5 minutes of this game. McBride. Nick Nurse is complaining to the ref about something that Brunson did. I think it was the steal. I don't think it was a foul, but either way, it's an 11-point lead for New York, and the Sixers better focus on playing rather than complaining. But, it was a 50-50 call, but 50-50 play, but that doesn't mean that you can't not play defense. That doesn't mean you shouldn't play defense in transition. Still have to play defense. Hot start for the Knicks, and they've actually lost the first quarter in each of the last 2 games. As I said, head coach Mike Brown did say that they were going to try to focus on getting off to a better start in this game. So, unless they go up by 20 points or something, I still think the Sixers have a chance to make this competitive later in the game. Let's see what happens. I don't judge games in the first quarter, but it is a very impressive start for New York. highly recommend you guys don't judge bets in the first quarter either. No matter what side you're on. You guys are still talking about the draft lottery? Alex King cashed a bet. Brunson, first team 3 would be Brunson, a novelty prop. Great call there, Alex King. And we're waiting for this timeout to end. You said, what if you have Philly in the first quarter? Did you bet the Sixers first quarter sick from the vault? Well, the Sixers have been playing well in the first quarter in this series. I can see why you would bet it, but I mean, I'll be honest, even though I bet the Sixers full game, I expected the Knicks to play well or even win the first quarter here. No joke. I don't really bet first quarters, but I sort of expected them to punch first. Let's see if the Sixers can weather the storm, though. That's obviously going to be the key to the game because the Knicks, their offense is flowing. They're playing well defensively, and they're confident. So we all know confidence is key, right? Oh, now I see what Nick Nurse was complaining about. There was a play where Karl Anthony Towns appeared to have fouled Joel Embiid, and they didn't get the whistle. They showed it in slow motion. It was a foul, but you have to move on. The refs are going to miss things. You have to just move on. Nick Nurse snapped. And we're back from the timeout, chat. Thanks for being here. Whoa, he's red hot. Miles McBride is trying to send the Sixers to Cancun. His 4th 3 of the quarter. And he was wide open. He was wide open. And there's an entire corner of the arena. It's kind of embarrassing for Sixers fans. Full of Knicks fans. And the Sixers finally score. It's an offensive rebound for Kelly Oubre, and then he puts it back in. It's a goaltending, though, but still points for Philly, and they're down by 12. A confident Miles McBride, wide open 3. He's usually going to knock that shot down. Knicks go the other way, and they score. Jalen Brunson with another basket, a little turnaround jump shot. Easy peasy for him. Put VJ Edgecombe in a blender, and the Knicks are up by 14 points, their biggest lead of the game here so far. Sixers walk it up with Maxey. Joel Embiid hits a 3. Is that the first 3 of the game for the Sixers? And they're down by 11 points. 5 points for Embiid, 2 assists for Maxey. They're down by 11. The Knicks, they counter instantly. There's a ton of pace in this game, guys. I did say that we could get some pace here because Towns just countered with a 3 instantly, and the Knicks are red hot. This is one of their best quarters offensively already in this series. So 25 points already for the Knicks, and they're exploding right now. That first basket for Towns, Kelly Oubre responds on the other end. Couple of buckets here for Oubre, and there's a free flowing game here. Free flowing game. Down by 12. Towns scores right in front of the basket. 5 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Back-to-back buckets for him. I think he was fouled as well. And the Knicks go up by 14. Not many stoppages, no free throws yet in this one either. So everything you're seeing is from the field. The Knicks and what they're doing offensively is very impressive. We have a shot clock violation from the Knicks, a turnover. Here comes Mitchell Robinson subbing into the game. Hey, how's it going, Jared? Hope you're having a great day, fam. Yeah, best of luck to you guys. Sick from the Vol, the professional. Welcome back, Andrew, as well. My bro in the chat. Expert Fire in the chat as well. Welcome back, guys. Jay Krogs, best of luck, everyone. Thanks for being here. Whoa, 2 threes for Embiid in the quarter, and they're down by 11 now. Embiid has 8 points. Already a better start for him individually, but the Sixers defense, I mean, they have a lot of work to do. Tyrese Maxey just blocked Karl Anthony Towns in his shot, but the Knicks still scramble for the ball. And Brunson hits a 3. How many threes is that in the quarter? If someone can check, I'll check in a second. Getting torn to shreds defensively on the perimeter, the Sixers defense. Maxey does counter, they do respond, but it's with a 2. Another drive to the basket, and Tyrese Maxey scores. Towns took a hard fall there. That was a bit awkward, but he gets up. 12-point lead. Back to a 14-point lead now. Mitchell Robinson with the bucket. 4 assists for Karl Anthony Towns already. 14-point lead for the Knicks in the first quarter, and they are punching the Sixers in the face. Still 3 minutes to go. The Knicks could very well get to 40 points in this first quarter. Another 3 for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has 3 threes. Miles McBride has 4 threes, all in the quarter. And I'll be honest, the defensive resistance at the perimeter is at a high school level right now. So they're getting destroyed. All from the 3-point line. And Nick Nurse calls another timeout. 17-point lead for the Knicks. I thought they had a good chance to win the first quarter in this game, but I didn't think they'd go up by 17 in the first quarter. The Knicks are 9 for 10 from the 3-point line. 9 for 10. And we have a commercial timeout. I think Towns was all right, too. He took a hard foul. Welcome back, Josh. Yeah, that's what I was noticing as well. A couple of them were, quick pop, stop and pop threes in transition. But the majority of those 9 threes, at least maybe 6 of them, I would categorize those threes as wide open threes. No joke. Wide open. Not a defender in sight, Andrew. Still have time in this game, but it's not looking good. And if I bet anything live, I'll let you know in the chat. Jay Krog said he just bet on the Knicks live minus 11.5, minus 105. Philly is going to quit. The professional said it's a good time to pick up some props on the Sixers cheap. somebody's going to have to get some stats for Philly. I mean, especially if they have to chase the game. They're already in a position where they have to chase the game, and they have a weak home crowd as well. If you guys are watching the live broadcast, the Sixers crowd, I mean, even at the beginning of the game, I mean, it sounds weak compared to some of the other teams in the playoffs. I mean, I just have to admit that. You guys know I'm not a Sixers fan. I bet on them, but, and I've actually heard them have some decent home crowds in the past, but right now, it's a weak atmosphere in Philly in a closeout game. Jay Krog said, very weak crowd, worse than last game. Lots of Knicks fans. Philly fans are not paying that money to watch their team get closed out. That's sad. Philly fans, it's sorry for stuttering. It's a strong sports town, though, but for this particular event, it appears to be weak. Now, I do have the volume sort of low in my ears, but I can just tell. They might be shocked. You never know. So remember I said that Karl Anthony Towns took a hard fall about 2 minutes ago? Well, the trainers are looking at him. He fell right on his back. I mean, he bounced right up though, and after that, but he does appear to be in some pain. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this. Remember, they're already dealing with the OG Anunoby injury. Even though I bet the Sixers, I don't like to see anyone get hurt, guys. Kelly Oubre has 6 points. All 3 of his buckets have been at the rim, so there's that. Let's see if the Sixers actually play defense on the perimeter here. They trail by 15 in a must-win game. SW says starting to look like that Knicks, like the Hawks game. No, this is bad, but nothing. I don't think anything can match that Hawks game, that final. I don't know about that, man. I mean, there's a chance it could get like that in a bit, though. But Jordan Clarkson is going to the free throw line here, and let's see what happens. The foul was on Justin Edwards. We have a Justin Edwards sighting, chat. Hold on, let me plug in my laptop charger. And it's 3 free throws. That's what's horrible about it. They actually got there on time defensively on the perimeter, and they still fouled. Justin Edwards enters the game and makes a critical mistake almost instantly. Clarkson makes the first 2 free throws. Andre Drummond's in the game as well, by the way. Just so you know, guys. He missed the third, but he made 2 out of 3. 17-point lead for the Knicks. Maxey misses a layup attempt at the rim. But we have a late whistle. The foul's on Jordan Clarkson. I think it's on the floor, though. No free throws. Sixers ball. First foul on Jordan Clarkson. I'll let you know what they say about Karl Anthony Towns. We have free throws on the way for Maxey. I think this foul's on Landry Shamet. 2 free throws for Maxey. He was fouled on a floater attempt. Maxey makes the first free throw, misses the second, But Andre Drummond gets the offensive board off the missed free throw and puts it back in for the easy layup. 3 points on that trip down the court for the Sixers, and they're down by 14, 37-23 in the first quarter after that electric start from the New York Knicks from the three-point line, where they went 9 for 10 from the three-point line, and it continues. Landry Shamet hits a three. Shortly after entering the game, Shamet is on the board now. 8 straight made threes for the Knicks, and they go back up by 17 points. That was actually a good shot, a pump fake there. 10 of 11 from the three-point line. This is a possibly trending towards a historic performance from the three-point line, because everyone is knocking down threes. And it happens again. They're officially down by 20 points, chat. Landry Shamet with the three, his second three in just minutes since entering the game. And it's a 20-point lead. Tyrese Maxey is going to the free throw line on the other end of the court. And it's getting close to that time where the Sixers might have to pack it up. Still not over, it's the NBA, but right now, the Knicks are clearly the better team. No joke, the way the Knicks are actually playing right now, I mean, you have to put them neck and neck with the other title contenders, right? So maybe SW in the chat was onto something. Hey, welcome back, Ben Thompson. How's it going, Ben? Javi Ramirez said the Sixers have no heart. Jay Wall, yeah, it's crazy. 11 for 12 from the three-point line. It's pretty crazy. It's impressive. Have to respect it, though. And there is good news about Towns. He's sitting by himself now. The trainers are no longer working on him, so Towns might be all right. $19-point lead. Turnover, Sixers, shot clock violation. Good defense from the Knicks there. And that's the end of the first quarter. Absolute destruction in Philly. The Knicks are up by 19 points. 19-point lead for the Knicks. And Towns just subbed into the game, too. So the people that were waiting for his assist line, Karl Anthony Towns, that's very good news for you. Karl Anthony Towns appears to be just fine. And I'm going to take a look at the live lines. If I bet anything live, I'll let you know. I'll let you know below. I only share the best, I only share what I actually have my money on. 11 threes in one quarter is crazy, though. You guys have to admit that. So all of their offense was from the three-point line. I'm considering a live bet right now. Not on the spread, though. Don't worry. I might wait just a bit. It's a player prop. I think we can get a better line if I wait just a bit. Let's see what happens in the second quarter. I mean, the only path to victory here is, can the Sixers cut it to 10 even, make it manageable? Or are they going to go down by 30 and we're going to have to start talking about live bets or even the next game, Spurs, Timberwolves? Okay, also vote on if you guys just arrived, vote on the poll in the chat. Who covers tonight, Spurs or Timberwolves? Let me know. We'll love to hear your opinion. Second quarter starting, chat. Best of luck to all. First bucket of the second quarter is Jordan Clarkson. It's a layup for Clarkson, 6 assists for Towns, so he cashed 4.5 assists. The cash, that was pretty easy. Towns, once again, the gift that gives on giving. Thanks a lot for that super chat donation, brother. 173 sender in the chat. He said, I appreciate all you do on social media, the pages. Thanks a lot, fam. I truly, truly appreciate that kind gesture. Win or lose. Glad that you're enjoying the content and the stream. And thanks once again. Paul George hit a mid-range jumper. So that's the first bucket for Paul George since the first quarter of game 3. 2 points for PG. Josh Hart misses on the other end, and Justin Edwards is going to the free throw line now for the Sixers. So let's see what happens. Second foul on Jordan Clarkson. He makes the first free throw. He makes both. And this is the only positive stretch for the Sixers so far in this game, is them scoring on back-to-back trips down the court without allowing a bucket. And now Towns turns the ball over. He throws the ball out of bounds. 17-point lead for the Knicks. The Knicks are in control here. It's all Knicks. Another 3 for the Knicks. It's Landry Shamet, his third 3 of the game. 3 threes for Shamet, chat. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Texting the fam. I am leaving the house after this game for Mother's Day, but let's see what happens here. Josh Hart with 5 points. 7 assists for Towns now. Towns is on triple-double watch, and 1 for Josh Hart. They have a chance to go up by 23 points. .3 lead, chat. Back to a 21-point lead after Paul George scores his second basket of the quarter. 4 points for Paul George. Another assist for point guard Towns. Josh Hart scores right at the rim. 23-point lead for New York. And once again, the lack of defense. I mean, the Sixers are scoring in this quarter. You guys can see the Sixers are scoring, but they don't have, their defense is terrible. And the pace, the speed is causing them problems here. The precision, the decisiveness of the Knicks offensive attack. Joel Embiid is back on the court, by the way. I have a missed bucket from Jordan Clarkson, followed by a missed shot from Quentin Grimes. Well, I know you guys are wondering why. I see your questions. Some people are questioning the same thing. Celtics fans, how did this Sixers team beat us? With the way Embiid was playing in that series, right now he doesn't look like his normal self. He doesn't look like the normal Embiid that we saw, at the end of that Celtics series. You have to give the Knicks credit. It's not only about what the Sixers are not doing. The Knicks are rolling since the second half of the Hawks series. It's not only about what the Sixers are not doing. So, I mean, the Celtics would, with the way the Knicks are playing right now, the Celtics would get destroyed as well. I mean, they would get destroyed. And if you don't believe that, then you're not watching the games. Because it's not only about what the Sixers are not doing or them how do they beat the Celtics? Look at the way the Knicks are playing. The decisiveness, the precision, the coaching, the rotations, the defense, the ball movement. I mean, they're a train right now, and they can't be stopped. It's as simple as that. I know everyone bet the Celtics. They didn't think the Sixers would win. The Sixers would win that series. I understand. But every matchup is different. Every matchup is different. And even though I was confident in the Sixers in this series, I was wrong. I was wrong. Simple as that. I was also confident in the Sixers against the Celtics. I was right then. The Knicks with the way they're playing right now, if they don't pick up any other injuries, if OG comes back for the Eastern Conference Finals, they're going to go to the finals. They're going to go to the finals. And if they play OKC, I'll be honest, OKC will probably win that series and be back-to-back champions. But if they play the Spurs, I mean, we already saw the Knicks beat the Spurs in the NBA Cup final, right? People think that the Spurs would defeat the Knicks in a 7-game series. I don't think so. I think if the Spurs somehow go to the finals, the Knicks might be champions this season. That's my opinion. I think OKC would be a much more difficult challenge because of how well they defend the perimeter. OKC, they don't allow you to get open looks from the three-point line, or at least they do a pretty good job of minimizing that. But the Spurs, I think that the Knicks might be NBA champions if it's Knicks Spurs. I truly believe that. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like it, Jay Krogs. The professional said Jaylen Brown has no size advantage over the Sixers' wing defenders. Yeah, plus the Sixers were knocking down shots. They've gone cold from three. Javier Ramirez says how we feel about Spurs, Timberwolves. I lean Timberwolves. Spread. Guru said they can beat the Knicks. They're not healthy. George has to play better, and the leader is not. Maxi's not a leader. The professional said the Knicks are going to the finals for sure. Game 7 incoming too. Knicks almost beat the Pacers last year. Yeah, the Pacers were a very deep team last year. They were healthy. They were a very deep team, well-coached team. They played a style of defense that was a bit, rare in the modern era in the playoffs with that full court on-ball pressure. You're seeing more teams use that sort of defensive style this season in the playoffs. So, the Pacers sort of set a trend last season. And the Knicks, that's something that that's something that their front office focused on in the, and not only in free agency, but, was building their depth, adding to their depth. So Micah said blowout association. Hey, welcome to the chat, Micah. SW said he thinks a futures bet for the Knicks might be free. Ochi Wally said, would you take Paul George and Grimes under 2 assists live? Under? I'm not. That's a really low line. Maybe for Grimes, not Paul George. The Sixers will chase the game. You can expect their starters to still be in the game here, unless they go down by 50, 60 or something like that, something historic. You can still expect some production from the Sixers starters individually, but with the lack of defensive intensity we've seen so far, this game is pretty much over. So, yeah. I mean, that's how it goes. We just got back-to-back buckets from Joel Embiid, though. 12 points now for Embiid, back-to-back buckets for Embiid. They just cut that lead from 27 down to 23. 4 assists for Maxey, and let's see what happens here. They get another defensive stop. Miles McBride misses point-blank range, contested shot at the rim, and the Sixers go the other way. Also, that's just how it's going to go. Yesterday, I had a very good day betting overall. Largely due to other sports in my newsletter. I also had a very good day betting baseball as well with free picks that I shared and also other bets that I shared. So, but today, today's a low volume day. I only have 2 bets today. I have 1 baseball bet and I have this bet here, which is the Sixers money line. So yesterday I had like almost 10 bets. Today it's a low volume day, but and I'm trending towards a big fat L. But no matter how bad the Sixers lose here, it will still be 1 loss. So, we're going to move on. We will move on, and we will have better days here on the stream. I'll be here streaming all week, essentially. I do think I have one day next week where I have something to do in the evening, but I do think I'm going to be live streaming 6 of the next 7 days. So I'll let you guys know my schedule on social media. Three straight misses for the Knicks. So now all of a sudden the Sixers are catching a break, but they dug themselves a massive hole, being down by 23 points. And it's still Knicks ball here, because after that they were scrambling for the rebound and the ball went out of bounds off of the Sixers. Still Knicks ball here. Wow, 5 straight missed shots for the Knicks. Maxey goes the other way. He turns on the afterburners and he finishes at the rim. Tyrese Maxey scores. The Knicks get back on track after slumping for about 3 minutes. Mikal Bridges scores right at the rim, and it's back to a 23-point lead. And we still have 6 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Long way to go, but it's all Knicks. It's all Knicks. VJ Edgecombe has been a net negative in this game. The professional said, what if this is the year for the Knicks to win it all? I mean, they are built to win. The Knicks are built to win. I don't see the Pistons or the Cavs beating them. Seriously. Matchup wise, the Cavs have a better chance of beating the Knicks. That will be a more competitive series. You know, the Pistons they don't have a chance to beat the Sixers for a variety of reasons. The Pistons are a very good team, and they might contend for titles in the Cade Cunningham era. But I don't think it'll be against this Knicks team if they get past the Cavs. The Cavs are a better matchup. Yeah, Nick Nurse, his job might be on the line. And the president of basketball operations, Daryl Morey of the Sixers. Another bucket for Mikal Bridges. Back-to-back buckets for him. The Sixers they couldn't score on consecutive trips down the court, and it's back to a 25-point lead. So there was a spark there from the Sixers, but it didn't last. Also, if you're watching the stream, hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thanks a lot. Joel Embiid, I think Joel Embiid got it. I think Embiid got hit in the face. Embiid's rolling around on the ground. I think he's all right, though. I think he got hit in the face, though. It's a jump ball, by the way. We have a jump ball. The Sixers win the jump ball. VJ Edgecombe, who's having a poor game so far, especially defensively. VJ Edgecombe got torn to shreds defensively. He just scored. It was a layup, a very difficult layup too. And the Knicks go the other way. That was a very difficult shot. Jalen Brunson misses a floater attempt at the rim. Karl Anthony Towns rips the offensive rebound. And we have a jump ball. Another jump ball. This time it's going to be between Towns and VJ. Ten offensive rebounds for the Knicks in this first half. 10 offensive rebounds, chat. Sorry, yeah. The Knicks won the jump ball. Brunson missed a three, so, they caught a break there. And the Sixers score on the other end. Whoa. Joel Embiid with the putback and one for Embiid. The Knicks are saying that they should challenge this. But Embiid appears to have scored and appears to have been fouled. Here's the replay. I don't think they should challenge this. It looks like Towns pushed Embiid in the back. They should not challenge that, the Knicks. They should. That would not be a wise challenge. And he makes the free throw. And it was pretty difficult. But the Knicks, the Sixers were down by 27. And they're down by 20 now. Timeout Knicks. They might need a bit of a breather here. It's been all Knicks so far. The Sixers have played a bit better in the second quarter, but not by much. Hey, no problem, professional. I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for that super chat donation. That really means a lot, man. He said, thanks for the show, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that kind gesture. It's definitely not easy to put yourself out there and share picks publicly. You guys know the highs, the lows. Right now, there's like a 95% chance I'm going to lose this bet here. So, but either way, it's all smiles. I'm here, and that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to get down on myself. Gonna pick up the pieces and move on and come back with better bets. Gonna get back on track in the NBA. Things are going really well, and elsewhere, but gonna get back on track with the NBA. You guys know. You guys know what's coming next. And it's really easy to, I see people do this on social media all the time. It's really easy to say, we call it past posting. People who, I was right after the fact. People who didn't say anything before the game. People, we don't see their losses, right? So it's really easy to say that you were right in hindsight when you didn't make a documented prediction before the game. So it's very easy to do that. I could do that if I wanted to. That's easy. The Washington Wizards have the first overall pick. They can't even, not even the Wizards can mess this up. The Wizards just received a gift from Adam Silver. Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, Javi, I made a case for both sides. I leaned Timberwolves, but I didn't bet it because, well, for a variety of reasons. The athleticism, up and down the rotation for the Spurs with Wemby playing the way he's playing, the unselfishness. It's difficult to fade the Spurs. I'll just be honest. Yeah, Alex King. That's the culture. That's the culture that everyone wants to be right after the fact. That's how it goes. He said most people only celebrate wins. Yeah, we see it all the time. Trust me, even in my free Discord. I mean, it's a great time. People are sharing winning bets, sharing advice, but we don't see everyone's losses that they don't talk about. So. But they're not fooling me. That's more so, relevant to social media. Past posting. Number one, I'm going AJ, Guru. I'm going AJ. The professional said no other channel doing anything close to what my guy does on this channel. I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for that, man. That means a lot. We're back to the game, though, guys. 4 minutes to go until halftime. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. We have so much to be grateful for, but just always remember, every day is Mother's Day, guys. Every day is Mother's Day. We don't need an economic event to tell us when to take care of our mothers. I told I'm going to go do something nice with my mom tonight, but I'll probably do something nice again with her in a week or two, So every day is Mother's Day. Kelly Oubre is at the free throw line, but he just missed the first free throw. First foul of the game on Jalen Brunson, who's actually playing pretty well defensively, Brunson, in this game. Who would you pick number one, Guru? Yeah, expert fire. Yep, it's true. It's true. Wow. And they're going to come up empty-handed. We have a lane violation on Andre Drummond. So they're not going to get any points on that trip down the court after the missed free throw, and then we have a lane violation. That's horrible. I would bench Andre Drummond for that, honestly. And then I'd trade him to the Sacramento Kings. I would trade him to the Kings immediately. I wouldn't even wait to the draft. And that's a 5-point swing. They go 0 for 2 in those free throws, and then Brunson hits a 3 on the other end. They did all that hard work to cut to 20, and it doesn't matter. 4 threes for Brunson, 9 assists for Karl Anthony Towns. Alex said not the Kings. Yeah, that's his punishment. Maybe he heard me because he just dunked the ball. Andre Drummond with the dunk. But it doesn't matter because the Knicks roar down the court and hit another 3. Josh Hart with the 3. And let's see what happens. It's back to a 24-point lead. And Kelly Oubre just got fouled by Miles McBride. Free throws for Kelly Oubre, chat. Three fouls on Towns. I thought the foul was on McBride. The foul's on Towns. He makes the first free throw. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line. 22-point lead for the Knicks. 3 minutes to go in the first half. The professional said Andre Drummond is underrated. Sorry, I think I need to drink some water. Guru said he doesn't like college ball. He only watches the tourneys, so I evaluate after they make it to the league. And I definitely understand that. College basketball has changed. There's also, there are a ton of international prospects as well entering the league every year. So, I mean, the overall percentage of college players entering the league has declined because of the growth of the international game. So, if you're interested in basketball prospects, it can be overwhelming to keep up with college basketball and also keep up with the international game. I am a fan of both. I'm a fan of basketball, and Mitchell Robinson is at the free throw line. So we have Hacker Robinson here, a desperation tactic from the desperate Sixers. And he makes both. He makes them pay. And Nick Nurse can't believe it. I wonder what the odds were for a sweep pre-series. Had to be high. There was a lot of positive sentiment around the Sixers after they beat the Celtics. anyone know what the odds were for a sweep in this series? Before the series. Yeah, I think the Dallas Wings, I think they could return to the playoffs. Alex Kane. Yep. I do think the Chicago Sky might surprise people as well. And the Mercury. Some people think the Mercury are going to fall off after losing Satu Sabali. I don't think that's the case. Alyssa Thomas is one of the best players in the WNBA. And I think that the Mercury are still going to be a contender this season. The Sky are going to be a sneaky option as well. They completely revamped their roster. They have some better defenders. Mitchell Robinson went 0 for 2 this time at the free throw line, but he grabbed his own offensive rebound. That was actually a pretty lucky bounce. And Brunson misses a 3. And the Sixers hit a 3. That's like their first 3 in a while. It is. That's their first 3 of the second quarter. Crazy. And they cut the lead back to 21. Quentin Grimes with the 3, 2 assists for Paul George. And that was a nice pass, too, from Paul George. Into the corner, lasered it to the corner. Mikal Bridges responds with another mid-range jumper. 8 points for Mikal Bridges. The ascendant Bridges. 23 points for him. And now we have free throws for Joel Embiid here. Foul on Mitchell Robinson. Let's see what the lines are in the second half. Green Machine in the chat said that he took it for plus 3,500, the sweep for the Knicks before the series. Welcome back, JWB. Red Main in the chat said, will you have a halftime parlay? I'll put something together for you guys. I won't force it. If I see something I like and I actually bet it, I'll put something together. I won't force it though. Yeah, I'll take a look, Redmayne. With the margin here, the big lead for the Knicks, I'll have to be a bit careful, but let's see what we can come up with. And welcome back. Hit the like button for me as well. Guys, if you just joined the stream, hit the like button for me. It would really help. I've been out of the algorithm for a few days for not streaming, and I would really appreciate if everyone watching would hit the like button. It only takes 1 second, and it'll help more people see my stream. It's already a very slow day with people, enjoying their time with their Mother's Day. That's something I'm going to be doing after this game ends. Embiid goes 2 for 2 at the line, is back to a 21-point lead. And with the way the Knicks are taking care of the basketball, it's going to be nearly impossible for the Sixers to get back into this game. Let's call it. We have to call it like we see it. The Knicks are not turning the ball over. You have a bit of a strange call there, but I mean, at this point, that's the least of your worries. It's a foul on Maxey, sending McBride to the free throw line. Blake Severson said, do you think Joel Embiid gets to 26 points? How many does he have now? Yeah, 17. Yeah, I do. I do. They'll still chase the Sixers. They're not going to give up just yet. So Miles McBride hits both free throws, and then Maxey turns the ball over. Mikal Bridges with the steal, and then McBride hits another three. 6 threes for McBride in the first half, and that was a knockout blow there. And that sequence was indicative of what's taken place in this series. Yep. We do have more free throws for Joel Embiid, Blake. 20 points for Miles McBride. So the foul's on Ariel Hukporti off the bench, back up big. He made both free throws. So at halftime, I will scan for possible live bets. Hit the like button for me and subscribe. Thanks to all the real ones that are here. I will stream again tomorrow, by the way. Going to live stream again tomorrow. And it's another 3 for the Knicks. They're going for a playoff record. Has to be, like, maybe even close to that already. Josh Hart with another 3, and the Sixers, okay, well, Quentin Grimes just hit a 3. It's really funny. At the beginning of the stream, I said that Miles McBride was the player I would target to go over his points total on the Knicks side. And he has 20 points in the first half. That's ridiculous. And that's going to do it. The Knicks have a 24-point lead at halftime. It feels like they're up by 40. Just watching this game, it feels like they're up by 40. They're clearly the better team. And I will look at possible live bets here. So let me take a look, chat. Give me a moment. Yep, and let me just refresh this so you can see what's happening while I look at possible live lines. So yeah, I mean, I mean, if this pace continues in the second half, the Knicks might break a playoff record for most threes in a playoff game today. They're 18 of 29 from 3. The Sixers did get to the free throw line, but it doesn't matter when you allow 18 threes in one half. That's essentially the difference here. I mean, look, the Sixers only turned the ball over 5 times. They got to the free throw line more often than the Knicks. Okay? They have way more points in the paint than the Knicks. The only reason they're down by 24 points is their lack of defense on the 3-point line. That is the true differentiator in Game 4 here in the first half, and it's not even close. If the Knicks had an average 3-point performance in the first half, let's say they went something like 6 of 15 or something, I mean, this would be a neck and neck game at the moment, but that doesn't matter now because the damage is done. The damage is done. The Sixers will have to think about that when the majority of these players are in different uniforms with different franchises next season. So, I mean, I have to call it like I see it. Let me know if you guys place any live bets as well. Yeah, and I have to be careful, just like Green Machine said. Emotionless Artist said, "Do you like Quentin Grimes under 1.5 rebounds?" I think those are those lines are really low, especially with a really random stat like rebounds under 1.5 rebounds. I mean, that's a coin flip. That's a coin flip. I do think Embiid's going to get to 26 points. Yeah, and let me look at the lines. Chat, give me a second. Boston, the Celtics guru. The Celtics, yeah, the Celtics are a good team. But with the way the Knicks are playing right now, they'll beat any team in the East. I mean, it's the story right now is about the Knicks. The story is about the Knicks and what they are doing. Even Brunson is risky with the margin of victory here. I'm looking at bets now, though, so give me a moment, chat. Looking at a possible, maybe a same game parlay here. Yeah, both teams are going to play their starters through the third quarter. EWM. The starters aren't getting benched soon. The fourth quarter things will change, but the third quarter, no one's getting benched. Not in this game. Welcome back, pound for pound. Steph Loves Nerd says, how do you feel about Paul George under 14.5 points? I think that's solid. I mean, that has to be an alt line. He only has 4 points at the moment. I do not see Paul George getting to 15 points. VJ has VJ has 4 points for VJ. I'm trying to pair something with Embiid 25 plus. Towns is a bit risky, especially with him falling on his back. Maybe Josh Hart's assists. Even Towns, I mean, with the way he is distributing at the moment, I mean, 11.5, it's definitely possible with the current offensive philosophy of the Knicks. Over 11.5 assists for Towns and 25 plus points for Embiid, I think could be Towns assists or Hart's assists. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Okay, Chad, I'm going 25 plus with Embiid and over 11.5 assists for Towns. Plus 141 on PointsBet. Let me just get that on the screen. Smaller bet, half unit. Probably have about 5 minutes until the second half starts. Then I'll see what you guys are saying in the chat right now. So I placed a 2-leg parlay. Oh, hold on. Two-leg parlay. Karl Anthony Towns, 12 plus assists, and Joel Embiid, 25 plus points. Now, you know, it's pretty ridiculous, 12 plus assists for Towns, but I mean, he already has 9. The only reason I would think that this maybe won't cash is if Towns is more hurt than they let on, you know? He did take that fall on his lower back. I was going to place Josh Hart over 2.5 assists instead of Towns, but I'm going to roll with this one here. So, hey, it's something. Looking back, Pete Patrol. Big shot Rob in the chat as well. He's a big Spurs fan. Louisville Gamblers rolling with the parlay. EWM community. Big shot Rob said, go Spurs, go. Hold on to chat. 1 second. I'm going to go to the kitchen very quickly. Quick run to the kitchen. And I'll be right back. Hey, Chad, I'm back. Apologies there. Actually, I had to just coordinate with my mom. Took a minute or two longer. It's a 24-point lead for the Knicks, though. I did see Karl Anthony Towns recorded an assist while I was gone, but he has 4 fouls now. 26-point lead now. Mikal Bridges, 12 points. Mid-range jumper, and he has been playing some of his best basketball of the season in this series. No matter what happens today, I'll have more picks for you guys tomorrow. Might even put those picks out tonight, so just check to see if you have notifications on so you don't miss out. $24 points for Embiid now after that mid-range jumper, but once again, this is the story of the game. It's the Sixers defense. VJ Edgecombe, and it's not only Edgecombe though, but VJ Edgecombe, he's a rookie, man. Yeah. And today he's playing like it. He hasn't played like a rookie for much of the season, but he just scored as soon as I said something. But his defense though, he's getting torched defensively. So is Maxey. Maxey's getting destroyed defensively. And now Mitchell Robinson with the alley-oop dunk. Six assists for Brunson. 6 points for Robinson. He went over his points line with that dunk. And I do believe this series exposed some limitations from Tyrese Maxey. I mean, if Joel Embiid is not 100%, Maxey, maybe he can't be your number one guy. He doesn't play well enough defensively. You guys still watching the game, chat? Great call. I can see the chat now. Great call with Mitchell Robinson, EWM. Louisville Gambler said FanDuel has it. If you're taking the Timberwolves, they've got the Timberwolves to win by 1-10 win margin. Oh, and right on cue, VJ Edgecombe assists Maxey for a 3. First 3 of the game for Maxey. He was actually able to breathe then. That's hilarious. Good hustle from VJ to get the offensive rebound too on that play. So you need 4 from VJ. Brunson scored again. Back to a 26-point lead. And then Embiid turns the ball over and McBride steals it. And Brunson hits another 3. 2 buckets from Brunson in 5 seconds. Timeout Sixers. That was the final knockout blow. Biggest lead of the game. 29-point win. It sounds like a home game. Knicks fans in the building. And I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board for tomorrow. Simple as that, guys. One thing I know, I will bounce back, though. I understand if people skip this one out, but I will bounce back. This series was not kind to me. But I have no problem with admitting that. You can't improve unless you accept your losses. So you have to improve. You have to figure out what went wrong and try to improve, guys. So much better days ahead, starting tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are real ones. Jay Krog said he likes the Spurs and the Golden State Valkyries tonight. Spurs in the NBA, Valkyries in the WNBA. I think the Valkyries are 2-point favorites, right? Jimmy NY said, I also bet the Sixers, but I'll take the L. The Knicks are looking good. You bet against your team today, but I know you were betting the Knicks earlier in the series, though. You've done well with the Knicks. And welcome back, Jimmy NY. That's just how it goes sometimes. You're going to be wrong. And I was wrong about the Sixers in this series. Embiid isn't giving them much defensively in front of the rim, but particularly the ball movement from the Knicks and their ability to knock down shots from distance exposed some flaws in a Sixers team that wasn't as deep as I thought and many others thought. So It is what it is, guys. Yeah, Jay Work. Yeah, some people don't know that too. Tyrese Maxey, he jammed his finger. Okay, you guys remember Maxey was out for 10 games when he broke his finger, his pinky in the regular season? And then he came back and he was playing pretty well. In game one in the second half, he actually jammed his finger, the same finger. But he was never listed on the injury report after that, so I'm not going to blame it on that, but it is a factor, but I'm not going to blame. He just knocked down a three a second ago, he's not playing poorly because of that, but it is a factor. The main factor is what the Knicks are doing to him defensively, mixing it up with Miles McBride, who's an outstanding defender. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. So it's like, it's a mixture of things. Landry Shamet at times. So they're smothering him defensively. He's having to work twice as hard. And like professionals said in the chat, he looks tired. They need to retool their roster, and make a clear decision. Are you going to move on from Embiid and build around Maxey, surround him with better defenders? Or are you just going to try to, I don't know. The Sixers have a lot of things to think about this offseason. Jay Wall, I said, give Embiid his walking papers. He said, kick him out of town. Gave him too much false hope. Yeah. Jose Lopez says, thought it was odd everyone liked the Sixers considering how they've been looking. Coach couldn't help. Oh, he got out coached for sure. Mike Brown deserves some credit. You said you've got Braves money line, though. I hope you cash. Braves are up, I think, 4-0. I did really well with player props in that game yesterday, Jose Lopez. The Braves-Dodgers game last night. Did pretty well with some hit props. Jimmy... Dominic Barlow just scored. 27-point lead. 7 assists for VJ. The professional said, call off the dogs. Jay Krog says he loves Anthony Edwards' 7+ rebounds tonight. Okay, best of luck. Best of luck to you as well, Jose. Jay Wall says it's just unfortunate because he's injured. Embiid. Jimmy NY said, would the Bucks take Embiid and VJ for Giannis? That's crazy. I don't think so, though. Embiid's too much of a risk. I think they can get better deals. It's just me. Another three for the Knicks, back to a 29-point lead after Dominic Barlow converted the and one opportunity. Josh Hart has not been shooting well in the playoffs. You see him hit 4 threes today. I mean, that tells you all you need to know about the Sixers' defense on the perimeter. So, Jose Lopez in the chat said he hopes everyone cashes their next bet. Let's go. Thanks for that positivity, brother. You as well. We hope the same for you as well. .30 lead, biggest lead of the game. Miles McBride, 23 points, 7 threes for McBride. X factor. He's also an excellent defender, so he's playing on both sides of the court. 6 assists for Mikal Bridges, and now I'm scared for our bet. Is Towns even going to get back into this game? Will Karl Anthony Towns even get back into this game? Are they offering a cash out? Let me see. Right now, they're not, but it's because Towns is on the bench. That's why. I'll check in a second. I hope you cash with VJ as well, EWM. Best of luck. Kaio Gangsta in the chat said, "Do you have any tips for the Timberwolves game?" I'll take another look in a bit. I have notes. I have notes for that one. How about the next commercial break? This game's over, so the game we're watching now. So you think Towns will get some? Yeah, he has 8 points now. If you have a decent cash out, it's positive. I would take it, but VJ is a rookie. He'll probably still be in here. EWM. Yeah, I hope so, Jimmy. Great call at that live bet too on McBride, Jay Kroggs. Sloppy sequence here for both teams. Last minute and a half. Few turnovers, missed shots, ugly turnovers. But the damage is done. What do you guys think? Is it time for the Sixers to get rid of Embiid? What can they even do? We have a timeout from the Knicks here. Maybe Towns will get in after this. You cashed out for a double up. I think you did well, EWM. It's a volatile game here in terms of player props, considering the margin of victory, the potential margin of victory here. It could widen. It could widen. Second half might go under too. It slowed down a bit. I said maybe for KD. I think the Sixers might need to hit the reset button. You have a promising backcourt to build on, but you need Maxey to improve as a defender, and you need VJ. VJ's a rookie, so VJ was a good defender in college. Just at the NBA level is a different animal. Jimmy said, "I just hope the Cavs somehow come back and beat the Pistons." I actually think that the Knicks want to play the Pistons. I'm being honest. They don't care about either the Cavs or the Pistons, though. Anthony Mitchell said Valkyries minus 2.5. Yeah, I've been seeing that bet, Best of luck, though, Anthony. Tonight. I'm going to have WNBA bets here on the channel starting Tuesday, guys. There are no WNBA games tomorrow, but Tuesday I'll have videos up for you. WNBA bets. Let's get things rolling there. I do like to bet the spread in WNBA. The occasional player prop, but I like to bet the spreads in WNBA. Yeah, the regular season, in my opinion, might not matter when you consider how well the Knicks are playing in this moment. The regular season head-to-head record might not have much value. I think the Knicks will take the Pistons out. Just me. They'll take the Cavs out too, but the Cavs will put up a bit more of a fight, in my opinion, in terms of the matchup. But hey, I could be wrong. I was definitely wrong about this series. Had some good spots, in the playoffs so far, but this series was definitely my worst series by far. And that will happen, guys. But one thing I know, and it's a tale as old as time. The sports books do not want to see an angry, highly motivated Myguyknowsaguy. They don't want to see it. So let's see what happens next. Gonna chalk this up as an L because we have to. Kaio Gangsta in the chat said I'm Brazilian and I enjoyed your broadcasts. I just have to try really hard to understand what you're saying. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you, Kaio. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I truly appreciate that, and shout out to you, shout out to everyone in Brazil. Much love, man. Let's keep it going. I know you guys are big basketball fans as well down there. So we do have some positivity. Karl Anthony Towns is in the game, but Embiid left the game. So if Embiid leaves the game and doesn't return with 24 points, that just he has 24 or 25. He has 24. It's not good. Towns hits a mid-range jumper upon entering the game, and 32-point lead for the Knicks now. Whoa, Towns records a block on the other end. He just blocked Drummond. It's crazy. The Knicks are the ones that were acting like they're down 0-3 in the series today. After I end the stream, I'm going to at least work on the video for tomorrow. I do have a couple of picks in mind. I'm going to research and finalize. Try to pick things up. But also, if I have plans with my family this evening. I'm going to try to post a video before they arrive because I'm not driving this evening. They're actually coming here. And I'm going to try to get the video done before they get here. If not, I'll at least have a lot of it done, and then I'll post it after I return later at night. But I'm going to try to get that out earlier this evening, like an hour or two, maybe within 2 hours of ending the stream. So everyone that's watching, look below to check if you have notifications on. As I take an L for today. But I do thank you guys for watching. You guys make the streams what they are, as Towns knocks down both free throws to give the Knicks a 34-point lead. And we're trending towards none of the starters being in this game in the fourth quarter. So there's a chance I'm going to lose both bets here. Pretty boring game, though, you know? Not just because I bet the Sixers, but it's just, I mean, look at the score. I mean, Day said tennis is the way to go, bro. Welcome to the community, Day. You bet tennis? How's that going for you? More free throws for Towns, chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers today who subscribed to my channel. Welcome, guys. It's not always like this, so, but better days ahead. And welcome to the community. So Mike Brown is bringing the bench in. So Towns, some of these guys are coming out. Unfortunately, Towns is in there now because he's at the free throw line, but the next dead ball, Towns is going to leave the game, and that's going to spell doom for our bet. The halftime bet, going to go 0-2 here. 17 points for Towns. He had a pretty solid third quarter. Another brick from Tyrese Maxey. This is probably one of the worst playoff series for him in his career in terms of efficiency. 5 for 15 from the field. And as I said, a lot of it has to do with what the Knicks did defensively matched up against Maxey. And just like I expected, Towns left the game. So unfortunately, the live bet was a donation, largely due to the margin of victory. His services are no longer needed. Congrats to all the Knicks bettors, Knicks fans as well. Big year unfolding right before our eyes. And I don't have any, I'm perfectly fine with admitting that I'm wrong. I was definitely wrong about this series. I'll always, try to be realistic. Be responsible with your sports betting as well, guys. A lot of people out here trying to fool you. Only want to talk about their wins. That's how it goes. Yeah, no, EWM, you did very well with VJ. You did very well. High has Tyrese minimum. That's a good one. CJ Menace said Spurs to cover then. I'm actually undecided. I'm not going to place any more bets for today. I have a strange feeling about today. Going to enjoy dinner with my mother and my sister later on, but that's in a couple of hours. For now, I'm going to work on picks for tomorrow. Try to get some work done here on the channel for tomorrow. Also, if you guys don't mind, click my channel and subscribe to my other channels. I have a reaction channel, and then I have an NBA news channel. I need to get more content up there as well. Subscribe to my other channels, guys. NBA news without any betting in my voice. So if you guys can, take a second to subscribe to my other channels. Turn notifications on there. But hit the like button here. That's really important as the Knicks continue to drop the hammer. And they are threatening to go up by 40. They're up by 38. Going to enjoy a big dinner tonight. I think my mother will be pretty pleased with the reservations. She likes a good surprise. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day, though. Remember that. And Miles McBride might drop 30 today. Welcome back, Will Tang. Hit the like button for me, guys. You like Wemby 12 rebounds and Rudy Gobert 10 plus rebounds and Naz Reid 7 rebounds. Problematic Gaming, welcome back. Yeah, Kelly Oubre. I understand how you feel. The professional said he has Spurs minus 6.5 and under 213.5. In a Wemby block party. So the Knicks actually tied an NBA playoff record for most threes in a half, in a single half of a playoff game. No, he usually doesn't. He's on the court now, but even he'll get benched eventually. Quentin Grimes. Best of luck, Whistle Tang. Problematic Gaming likes Devin Vassell, rebounds and assists tonight. Best of luck, guys. I think that's going to do it for me, though. As soon as I end the stream, I'm going to start working on tomorrow's bets immediately. Simple. Kelly Oubre just got to 10 points. Maybe he heard you, Problematic Gaming. James Calhoun. Yeah, I was talking about for a half, but franchise record as well. James, yep, thanks for bringing that to my attention. Shout out to you guys, man. Gonna keep focusing on the people that keep it real with me. No one else really matters, so gonna try hard to get back on track for us, everyone. Thanks for understanding. People come and go, remember that. Very excited about the future. Connecting with new people. And the real ones like you guys, of course. Gonna continue building my audience here. And a year from now, things will be probably really, will likely be very hectic. No joke. I can only imagine. Thank you guys for being here. Kelly Oubre, you needed 1-3 from him? Oh, he's the only one that heard the parlay? It's tough. Hope you get that back, though. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm done with this game, too, as you can probably tell. "39-point lead for the Knicks. 30 seconds left in the third quarter, sorry. To think that there's still another quarter in this, I mean, it's crazy. And there was someone in the chat that said it too early on that they thought that this game was giving them Atlanta Hawks vibes. Remember the massacre we watched together in Game 6? It was crazy. We cashed a bet in that game. That was crazy. But hey, how's it going, Tasha? Happy Mother's Day as well, Tasha. Hope you're having a great day. And welcome back. Someone said that early in the chat, early in the stream. Bizzle as well, welcome back. That this game was giving them similar vibes as the blowout, closeout game for the Knicks against the Hawks. So, I mean, at that particular moment, they were only up by 15. I said, no, maybe they still have a chance, but he was right. The energy was just there, on the Knicks side of things. Yep, no problem. Tasha, Problematic Gaming said, I expect the same from the Spurs tonight. EWM said Sixers plus 37.5. No, the Sixers aren't getting another dime for me. No joke. I'm going to try to bounce back for tomorrow, guys. You guys can see things didn't go my way, but I'm still going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to work on a picks video for tomorrow, right now, in fact, and then I'm going to go out for dinner with my lovely, beautiful mother. Later on, I'm going to surprise her with a some nice dinner reservations, and I hope you guys enjoy your day as well. Hit the like button for me, and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on. Subscribe to my other channels as well. Click my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my other channels as well. Thanks for the feedback on the thumbnail as well. I'll try to make it a bit brighter. And thanks for your positive feedback, guys. Thanks for being positive as always. But hey, at the end of the day, hey, I stunk it up today, but that will not last. I had a great day betting yesterday, you know, so, but today is today and tomorrow is tomorrow. Always be responsible with your sports betting, everyone. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. You can get wiped at any moment. You know, no matter how confident you are, something like this can happen. So try to have some sort of system where you measure your bets, you know, a unit sizing, be responsible. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. We will reach the finish line together. That's going to do it for me and the live stream today. I just want to say thank you guys for making this stream what it is. I've been out of the algorithm with live streaming for a couple of days. It's also a holiday with Mother's Day. I know that a lot of people, some people even messaged me earlier saying that they weren't going to be able to make the stream, but tomorrow is going to be a much better day, much bigger turnout, hopefully better results with the bets as well. I'll try my absolute hardest. Nothing is guaranteed, though. It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my live sports betting predictions channel. I am signing off for now because I want to get a head start with tomorrow's plays. And WNBA bets launching here on my channel on Tuesday. I'll try to figure out if I can make time for it. MLB bets here on YouTube as well, baseball. But other than that, that's about it. The best is yet to come, and I always mean that when I say it. Enjoy your day, everyone. I'll see you next time.